Let's sit down here and chat for a minute, okay? I'm gonna ask you guys a question, okay? And I want you to answer it truthfully in the comment section, like down the chat. What do you think about Black Beacon right now? Day one launch impressions, what do you think? Personally, my day one launch impressions are very positive. There are some negative. I think the game thus far has been a tremendous amount of fun. I played the beta test and I thought it was very enjoyable, very high quality, very polished for the beta. I think after release, it is still very high quality, very beautiful, very polished. However, I think the day one launch has had a lot of issues, but those issues have not inhibited my enjoyment of the game thus far. I'll go over the launch issues in just a moment. I think the characters are absolutely stunning. They look beautiful. The textures are crisp and HD. They are flawless in every definition of the word. I think they're deep. They're complex. There's a lot of depth to them. They're all very different, very unique, with very diverse fighting styles and diverse character models as well. I think that the game itself has a lot of challenging aspects to it. I think that generally a lot of people seem to have very positively received the majority of it. I know there are some people that were pointing out that the early stages of the game do have a little bit of an issue with regards to how dragged out it feels, and like the fact that it feels a little bit convoluted. But at the same time, this is a game that is setting up a world and building lore for characters, for areas, and we're gonna run into that issue very frequently, not just with Black Beacon, but other gacha games as well. Because if you don't have the time to properly document everything that comprises a world and the characters and how they interact with it and engage with it, you're gonna have an empty world that doesn't have any real purpose to explore, that where you can't engage with and interact with the characters because, or connect with them or relate to them, because they're just empty and soulless. So I think while it definitely can be a little bit convoluted in terms of how condensed they definitely could have made this, I think ultimately they do a pretty good job of telling the story and telling the story of the characters as well. Again, I in the beta test, I completed chapters 1 through 3. Day one launch, I've only completed through chapter 1. I plan on streaming every day this week to clear hopefully 1 chapter per day until we clear everything. I think that the voice acting has been incredibly well done. I think there are voices that I don't even remember hearing in the beta test, so I was surprised how high quality everything felt. And honestly, like, good voice acting breathes life into a character and a world. I think it's not an open world game. It's not, and that is part of the appeal. I think we have open world games. We have Wuthering Waves, which is arguably the best open world game right now. We also have Genshin Impact and Tower of Fantasy for players that want, you know, inferior open world games. But I mean, also games that might be inferior overall, but also superior in different areas. So we don't need more open world games. They take a long time to play. They take a long time to explore. They take a long time to actually consume. We have Ananta coming up, Azure Premilia, Arknights Enfield, all enormous open world games coming out. We need games that aren't just clones or, you know, alternate versions of current existing games. So that is where I think this game does really well and this game excels. It's essentially Punishing Gray Raven's style of gameplay, because it's very fast, very action-packed, while also possessing the narrative style of Reverse 1999. I think personally, Reverse 1999 is one of the best told stories in gacha gaming. I think Nikke, Reverse 1999 are two of the best. I think Arknights is up there too, but Reverse 1999 and Nikke are definitely UR tier narratives. And I think the fact that, without spoiling anything, Black Beacon leans into the narrative style, the narrative presentation, and just the narrative themes of Reverse 1999 really appeals to me as someone that's really into the whole time travel sci-fi aspect. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. The narrative itself is top tier. The voice acting is phenomenal. The character models are beautiful and stunning. I like the fact that it's not just another open world game where you're just, you know, exploring another world for the umpteenth time. I like the fact that while there are missions or chapters, the chapters themselves, or the missions themselves rather, have a lot of exploration options, I think, because it's not just something linear. Like if you guys play Punishing Graven, if you played Ether Gazer, it's run in a straight line and then eliminate waves of enemies. I think in Black Beacon, you're running in a straight line because that's where the objective is telling you you need to go. But not only are you killing numerous different monsters and monster types along the way, or enemies, but there are paths that divert, that lead you to different areas, that offer you different challenges, different fights, different treasure chests that reward you with materials, with premium currency to pull for characters. So I think it is much, the style of gameplay is much deeper than other games of its kind. I think from day one, I don't think anyone can argue, this game is ridiculously free-to-play friendly. The amount of things you can achieve from the events tab, literally a free 5-star weapon for just completing a couple different tasks you're gonna complete while playing the game, maxing out dupes for 0, giving 0 a free 5-star weapon, a free premium limited time outfit for Florence, dozens of free 10 pulls, limited and standard, thousands of premium currency, lots of stamina items, 50 free 10 pulls for just playing the game, thousands of premium currency, stamina items, outfits, more free pulls, and the fact that we're given 30 free pulls just for logging into the game. Additionally, the fact that the gacha is some of the most free-to-play friendly gacha for a game that is released in the last few years. Not only do you get a guaranteed character of your choice at 30 pulls, any of the 5-star characters, you get another free 5-star guaranteed character of your choice at 300 pulls. You get a free 5-star weapon of your choice for any character at 50 pulls. Guaranteed, no 50-50. You get a 100% banner up for any character of your choice out of the selected at 70 pulls. There is a 70-30 in place for the limited banner. The limited weapon banner has a 100% guarantee at 50 pulls, no 50-50 at all. This is less than Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves guaranteed weapon banner is at 80. This is at 50. They're incredibly free-to-play friendly, ridiculously free-to-play friendly. As an additive here, as an addendum here, if you navigate over to the Retrieval Redemption, just like in Wuthering Waves, you can also purchase dupes for your characters, for limited banner characters, with what is the equivalent of Afterglow Coral, Imprint of Seeking Time. So not only can you stock up and reserve your premium currency for dupes via the store, but you can get them so easily through the gacha. It's crazy. It is incredibly free to play friendly. You're impressed with the free pulls? Yeah, exactly. You get over 150, which is, I've pulled I think 70, 80 times already, and I've only been streaming for 3 hours. It's unbelievably generous as a game, and there isn't a single part with, okay, wait, no, there is one issue that I will note here, and that is, I think, the issue that most people have, and that is that there have been issues with disconnects, with crashes, connectivity issues, not even being able to play the game due to the fact that the Google login wasn't working. They couldn't connect their accounts. I mean, while I've played this, I crashed 3 times getting the game to load, and I haven't crashed since. But after closing the game today, I guarantee you I'm going to crash a bunch of times when I try to load it up tomorrow. Mrs. Stix crashed about 6 times, 7 times in a row, and she gave up after about an hour and a half of playing. A lot of people are having issues launching the game, playing the game. And I will attempt to defend the devs here by stating this is their first game, first real official game that they have developed and are publishing themselves. They're not an experienced developer, so this is their first try. We have to give them a little bit of slack here and understand that this is going to happen, and they need time to fix everything, to remedy everything, because I guarantee you they did not expect Black Beacon to be the phenomenal hit that it has been. Over 1 million pre-registered players, tons of people playing right now. My beginner's guide and my tier list both shot up to over 40,000 views respectively over literally 24 hours. There is so much hype and anticipation for this game. Everyone that has currently actually played it, for the most part, there are some people that didn't, but most people that have played it so far have really enjoyed what they've played. This is, for most people, exceeded their expectations. And The reason for that is because at the end of the day, disregarding their launch issues, this is a very good game. Almost everything about this game is incredibly polished and very well done. You can play it on PC with the Google Play Beta client. That's what I'm playing with. That's what Mr. Stix was playing with. And that is what I will be streaming it via tomorrow. Once again, I cannot stress enough how good this game is. It is not going to be for everyone. It is not going to dethrone Wuthering Waves, dethrone Genshin Impact, dethrone Zenless or Nikkei or anything like that. It is going to be a great game in its own right, just like Reverse 1999. Will it be as big of a success as the others? No, but it doesn't need to be. Those are my thoughts. I think it has been incredibly fun, and minus the launch issues, I don't think this could be any better than it currently is. Hey, where do you think you're going? I see what you're doing there. I see you navigating on over, scrolling on over to that X button. Don't you dare. What I need you to do is take a moment and click one of the videos that are about to appear as soon as I'm done talking. And trust me, you're gonna want it.